Michelle with Pink and Maine, and today we're going to be making the cards in the Quick Card Kit Sweet Christmas. If you're not familiar with our Quick Card Kits, let me tell you just a bit about them. They come with everything you need except for their glue or adhesive to put 8 fun cards together. You get 8 card bases, 8 envelopes, a handy assembly guide with images of the cards so that you know what parts go where, along with all the die cuts needed, and usually some little type of embellishment that you can add on to the card for that extra little finishing touch. This is such a fun kit to put together. I'm going to set the assembly guide off to the side a bit so I can follow along, and I'm going to create the cards just as they come in the kit. If you want to mix and match the parts and pieces and create your own cards, that's perfectly fine. I do want to tell you that with this kit, I was able to get lots of little extra pieces for you. You can mix and match what you put on the cards, or you can use all these extra pieces to decorate the envelopes. Or hey, you could use something like our Be Merry paper pad and create all new cards with the extra pieces. They're yours to have fun with. All the cards in the kits are A2 in size, so they're 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 when folded. All your card bases are included, remember, and they're already pre-scored for you, so you just fold them in half and get creating. Gonna work on our first card here, and it's the one with this adorable little mug. I'm gonna call it hot cocoa because I'm not a coffee drinker, but if you love coffee, it could be coffee as well. I'm just gonna start by gluing down the base piece. Now we have our card base started. Look how sweet that paper is. Those adorable little gingerbread cookies. So cute. I'm gonna add the next piece, which is this red and white polka dot. We're gonna add the sentiment strip next. It says Warm Winter Wishes. Then we have this circle piece, and this is where our mug is going to rest. And for our mug, I have added foam adhesive to the back. It just kind of pops it up and adds some dimension to the card. Next, I'm going to add this little cookie and candy cane just on the bottom, and I've added foam adhesive to the part of it as well that's going to adhere to the card, and then I'll add a little bit of glue to the part that's going to sit on the coffee mug. I'm going to take our embellishments. This time you get crystal clear enamel dots. They just add a little bit of dimension and shine. And there is our first card. How fun. Our next card has the base piece with these fun sprinkles, so I'm going to add that to the card base. There we have that. Next, we have a piece of blue with brown to go across. I hope you have your Sweet Christmas Quick Card Kit and you're making them right along with me. Next, we've got this green stripe piece to go down. We're going to add our mug with the polar bear. I'm going to pop it up with some foam tape, and then we've got the sentiment to add down below it. These cards are great for all ages as well as skill levels of crafters. And then the last piece is to add some peppermints, and it has blue and red, so I'll go ahead and use those, but you do have extra peppermints in the kit, so you could use whichever ones you like. There's the card almost finished. I'm going to add some of those clear enamel dots. This time just put some right inside those peppermints. Another fun card. Got another fun card with a mug next. Look at the background paper for the card base layer. All those little mugs and cookies and peppermints. It's so cute. Next, we're going to add this fun little scallop piece. And then we have a scalloped rectangle. Now we're going to add the mug, and I've added foam tape to the back just to pop it up a bit. And this one has an adorable little reindeer on it. I'm going to add the sentiment at the bottom for a dear friend. And the last little bit is some holly berries. I'm going to add that to the sentiment strip. Just like that, we have another awesome card. So cute. Doing another card with a mug, this time the one with the penguin. Our background piece is this really pretty plaid. Next, we have a green polka dot piece. We have two colored strips to add, a red and a blue. One little tip about getting the little strip straight up and down the card is pick a row of polka dots that it sits up against and just line it up to those dots. Next, we have a white semicircle to add. I'm just going to put that over on the side of the card here. And that's just to give a nice place for our mug to sit. All right, and now we can add our mug. And this time I'm just going to glue it directly onto that white semicircle. Foam adhesive on the sentiment strip. Just going to add that to the bottom right side of the card. And I've got a little cookie and candy cane that I've also added foam to the back of. And I'll add that to the bottom of the card, and then I'm going to put some of these little clear dots. And there is our fourth card. So sweet. Our next card has some adorable gingerbread people. I'm going to add the first layer to the card base. It's this green piece with the red around the edges. And this one fits just inside the card base. So you have a thin white border around it. Our next piece has a fun little edge, and the paper looks like gingerbread cookie with frosting. Next, we have a strip of red that we're going to put up to the top portion. We have 3 white rectangles with red around the edges, and those are going to go across that red strip of paper. So I just want to kind of place them before I glue them down to get a feel for how far apart from each other to put them. And then I'll start by gluing the center one down first. So here's our card so far. Now we have the places for our little gingerbread cookies to sit. I've added foam adhesive to the back of these just to pop them up a little bit. You do have some extra gingerbread cookies with the kit, so you can use the ones that I've put on the assembly guide, or you can use some other ones that you like. And now we're going to add the sentiment. It says, "Sugar and spice make holidays nice." And then I'm going to add a couple of the peppermint swirls at the end of the sentiment strip. Oh, that's another sweet card. I can't wait to send these out as my holiday cards this year. Our next card has a stripe piece for the background. It's a nice bold stripe. And next we're going to add the blue polka dots. Next we have a green circle where our cupcake is going to sit, and the sentiment piece. So I want to kind of put them on here before I glue them down so I know where they're going to go and fit nicely. There we go. So I'll glue the sentiment piece down first. And then I'm going to add the green circle. And then we're going to add our penguin cupcake. Isn't she sweet? I've put foam adhesive on the back so it pops off the card a little bit for dimension. And here is the next card. "Wishing you a sweet Christmas." Oh, I like that. It's cute. This card has like a grid background. Next, we're going to add this thick strip of green polka dots. Next, we're going to add our giant candy cane. All right, and I've added foam adhesive to the back of it to pop it up off the card a little bit. I'm going to add our sentiment down on the bottom. Have a holly jolly holiday. And last for this card is going to add some peppermint candies up here on the right hand corner. The assembly guide shows just plain green and red ones, and I've picked out these multicolored ones and using those. Like I said, you have extra peppermint candies, so you can use whichever ones you think look good. And here is another card. I love that big candy cane. Last card we're going to put together is the card with the presents. So I'm going to put the blue piece down and then this fun plaid piece. And then I have a sentiment strip that says Happy Holidays. So I'm going to glue the sentiment strip down first. and a semicircle that sits just on top of it. And that's where our stack of gifts is going to sit. Now we can add our gifts, and I've added some foam tape to the back. Next we have these little banner pieces that I'm going to add into the top right corner of the card. And then we've got a few stars to add around the gifts. So I'm just going to put some glue on the card where I'm going to add those stars. And there is our last card. Thank you so much for joining me today as we created the cards from the Sweet Christmas Quick Card Kit. You can head over to pinkandmane.com to check it out for yourself or ask your local retailer. Remember that we do one run of our Quick Card Kits, so they're kind of limited edition. So if you love this kit, you want to go grab one while you can. Until next time, my friends, keep living the creative life.